Not even Frank Sinatra,
Like a swinging guy.
no, like what's his name's impersonation of fucking Frank Sinatra? The guy who got shot by his wife. Saturday Night Live.
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman's impersonation.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna be doing it probably. Phil Hartman, there was a weird one, wasn't it? Fucking.
Dude, his wife went crazy, man, because she wasn't famous like him.
They blamed Andy Dick for getting her back on coke, but I don't know. You can't blame that. You can't blame people make their own choices, don't they?
Right.
It was pretty sad though. And then she shot herself, didn't she?
Yeah. There's an opening in Saturday Night Live, like when they would introduce all the people. Well, there's one where Phil Hartman's there, and there's a woman at the table. You just see her back, but her earring is swinging. That's his wife. The reason the earring is swinging, supposedly she kept wanting to be in the shot, so she kept turning and looking. And they're like, no, we don't want your face in the shot. It's just Phil. So she would turn, and they quickly get the shot, and that's why the earring was swinging.
Oh, right.
So it's very interesting. So, like, she really, it seemed from what they painted the picture, she really wanted that fame.
Was she an actress or something? Or
I don't know.
like an aspiring actress?
Yeah, that's what I assume. And then, that's just a jealousy thing, I think.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, he wasn't... I suppose he was very famous when he was in movies and stuff like that. I was about to say he wasn't that big, but he was.
You know what he co-wrote? Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's the first movie that Benito del Toro is in.
That's right, he is in it. He's the dog boy.
He's the dog boy.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a sequel. Big Top Pee-wee.
All right.
Yeah, he's in that. You know who the first one? Tim Burton directed it.
Yeah.
That's his first directorial debut.
Because Tim Burton did all the plasticine stuff, didn't he?
Right.
That. And he was. I was watching it. I've been watching documentaries on a movie called Yellowbeard, which is regarded as one of the worst films ever, but it's one of my favourite movies.
Yellowbeard.
It's
what is that?
So good. It's Graham Chapman,
Uh-huh.
and John Cleese and Eric Idle. So those three from Python, but Graham Chapman wrote it. And then it's got Peter Cook from Dudley Moore's partner.
Right.
Peter Cook, Spike Milligan, and then it's got Cheech and Chong in it. And it's like just this film about a pirate. And it's PG because I don't think anyone ever bothered to watch it.
Right.
But it's got I counted 25 rape jokes.
Really?
In it, yeah. And really aggressive rape jokes.
And this is from the 70s?
No, it's from probably 1988 or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good film.
Yellowbeard,
yeah.
I'll check it out.
It's funny, you can get it on iTunes, rent it.
Right.
But there's just scenes where the pirate walks by and he sees this woman standing there and he drags her into the bushes and rapes her. And he drags her into the bushes and rapes her, and then you just see the bushes rattling and like a bra and a panties being thrown out. And then she has an orgasm at the end.
Oh man!
And then, but this is what I find so funny. My parents knew that we liked Monty Python and stuff as kids, so our parents got us this film, and we used to sit and watch it once a week.
Right.
And I look back at it one of the opening scenes in his wife comes to visit him in prison. She goes, "Do you remember the last time we were having a kiss and a cuddle?" And he goes, "When I was raping you." And she goes, "Well, you could put it that way, right?" He goes, "I'm sure I killed the last person I raped." And then she goes, "The afterplay was a bit rough."
Wow.
And it's PG.
Wow.
And constant rape jokes. You've never seen any. I'm telling you, I'm not underestimating this. Constant rape jokes.
Yellowbeard.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. Do you get any shit for what you say on stage?
Of course, everyone does.
After the show, people come up?
Yeah, not so much anymore. I did in the early days, but now people who come to see me for the most part know who I am or have seen something on YouTube or something. And so you don't get that. But it's harder when you're starting out.
I gotta imagine.
When you're a dirty comic and you're sandwiched in the middle of a guitar act and an impersonator.
Right.
And everyone's going for the guitar act, and then you come off and just go, "I fucking rape some bird," or do some mildly racist material about, all of a sudden people just go, "Why is he saying this?"
Right.
Have you ever been on stage and said something offensive, and the audience haven't laughed, and then it even makes it offensive for you? You're sitting there going, "Why would I say that?"
Yeah.
It's a horrible thing to say.
Yeah. Did you feel like you hold back sometimes then? because of those situations.
Yeah, I had a lot more cutesy material back then.
Oh, really?
You know, I had enough stuff that I could, you know, if that joke didn't work, I could do a cute joke there.
Right, right. But you always kind of wanted to go to that.
Well, it was just a gradual evolution. You know, you tell the jokes that you think are funny. You know, and so there was a lot of jokes that I wasn't saying because I thought the audience would be upset that I found funny. But see, the thing is, me personally, this is just how I've always been, joking around with my friends and everything. But if I had my way, I'd like to be like a silly comic. I'd like to be one, but I'm just not a silly guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I, as I said, I grew up watching Monty Python. That's what I was really into.
Right.
And I'd love to be one of those guys, you know, like a John Cleese type bloke. But
it's not. Yeah.
It's not in me.
Yeah, because I remember you saying on stage the other night how if you were cleaner, you'd have a bigger audience.
Yeah.
But you can't do that.
Yeah, it's just you can't. I don't write a good clean. You know, like, and I'm not anti-clean comedy either.
Right.
I like Brian Regan's one of my favourite comics.
Right.
And he's clean as clean.
Right.
And Seinfeld was clean. I love Seinfeld, you know, but yeah, I don't know.
You can't be what you're not.
You can't be what you're not, yeah. And it always feels forced. And the fact is, I write good, dirty jokes as well. And a lot of people can't write good, dirty jokes. A lot of people... One of my skills, I believe, is I can say offensive things, and there's something about me that I get away with it.
Yeah, you got this, like, I don't know, you're lovable, or, you know, it's just like you did that joke about when my mom raised me on good manners, you know? I mean, it's like you're like that. I don't know. You do get away with it. I don't know what the fuck it is.
So the thing is, if I've got that skill, sometimes I watch offensive comics or young lads who are trying to be offensive.
Right.
And they're saying things that are half as bad as me, but even I'm sitting in the audience going, "Oh, don't say that."
Yeah, it's more shock too.
Yeah,
maybe.
if they don't have a level of charm to them, so you know that's the skill I've got. I might as well use it.
The accent's got to help too.
Yeah, but I do all right in Australia as well. You know, I sometimes get I get a little bit of grief now from Australia because my accent's sort of 50% British.
Right,
you know,
right.
and so I get a little bit of like I'm a fraud type of internet type of talk where you know, because I'm not famous in Australia. I go back there once a year and do some small theatre gigs or small club gigs, and you know, just try to dip my toe in there. But I more go back to visit my mum.
Right.
And the will for me to take over Australia is not as big as you'd think. The only reason I want to do well in Australia is so family members and guys I went to school with would be impressed.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But you outgrow that.
Yeah.
In your early 20s, that means a lot to you. I'm going to show everyone.
Right.
And then, you can get tired of proving people wrong. You just whatever.
Just want to make my money.
Yeah, I just want to make my money, have a couple of hobbies.
Yeah.
You know, and then do my jokes and try to be a good comic and try to make the career go bigger and all that type of stuff. But I was so career orientated in my mid-20s that now I'm really considering taking it all back a little bit and just enjoying life a bit more. Yeah.
Because you're on the road all the fucking time, right?
Yeah, I'm going to cut my workload down by about a quarter next year.
Okay.
You know, have more time off. Because I'm a 48, 50 week guy.
That's sad. That's insane.
Stuff different, you know, different city each time.
You were telling me this the other day that you never write anything down.
Yeah, and I probably should. I think people think when I say that I'm bragging, but I just don't have the order, or I wouldn't never read it. I'm too lazy to read it.
But so you just think of the story.
I think of the story. The problem that I have is all my stories are true and legit and everything, but occasionally I'll have if you don't write it down, you can nick another comic's line or something. So you've got to be very mindful of those things seeping in.
Right.
Because if you don't write it down. So I'm very conscious now of have you ever heard this joke before? I try to do that as much as possible. And then how I sort of write material is I'll be on radio or start doing something like this and I'll tell a funny story and then I'll think, all right, I'll give that a go on stage. You
just remember how you said it right there.
Well, I don't think I ever tell a joke exactly the same way each time. I always vary little bits up and here and there. There's some jokes that I do, of course.
Right.
But I just try to remember the gist of it.
That's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know how you can remember an hour and 20 minutes like that.
Oh, I remember more than that.
Yeah.
I've got I reckon, I know for a fact I've written at least 6 hours of stand-up.
Wow. And nothing's in paper.
And nothing's on paper. No, there's no recordings. There's recordings of some of it on DVD.
Right.
There's